Now, you guys are really liking my stories. Here's another one. This was a little bit random out of the blue. It gets a little intense. It gets a little bit more. This story is going to be a little bit more intense than what it sounds, but it is a little intense. So I'm in the right age, right? Doing my 1-2 thing. Now, mind you, I'm familiar with everybody in the right age. I'm one of those guys that speaks to everybody. I'm very kind. I've done two things right in my life. I married my wife, for one. And secondly, throughout my whole life, I've always been considered a very nice guy. Even in my yearbook for high school, everybody was telling me to stay nice. So I'm saying this to say that I'm kind to everybody in the store, even to the point where me and this one guy named Mel, we had a 45-minute conversation about Star Wars. So yeah, we're at that level now. But at any rate, so I'm cashing out. I'm ready to pay for my stuff. And I noticed this big guy walk in. Now, I noticed he walked in when I first got into the store. He's 6'4", so you can't really miss him. He got two women with him. But I didn't really think nothing of it. I just thought of him as another person in the store. Next thing I know, as of now, I'm like the third or fourth person in line. Next thing I know, that one of the ladies that works there, now she's a really nice lady. I talk to her all the time. I always speak to her. She's yelling at this dude, telling him to get out. Like, you got to get out. Specifically him, not the two girls, but him, you got to get out. Now, I'm not really sure what's going on here. I'm thinking in my head, like, this is not really like her to be yelling like this. And at the same time, why is she yelling at this random guy? Just a random guy coming into the store. Now, as they're getting that, now mind you, at this juncture, they are getting into a huge shouting match. Like, this shouting match, it's like getting really, really loud. It's dark outside. It's about 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. People start getting a little bit scared or whatever. So as they're in the midst of the shouting match, the girl that works there, the manager, he says, "You stole it before. I'm going to call the cops on you. Like, I just saw you stealing again. Get the F out of this store right now." Like, she's like, she's pissed, right? Like, she is off the, like, let me tell you something. Like, in Delaware, you do not want to steal. This is not the place where you want to be stealing. But these people at this store, very nice people. Don't get it twisted. They don't make that much, but they protect that store. And they like the big manager that's there. And I talked to him too. He's pretty cool. We talk about sports and stuff. They really like this store. They're gonna back this store, and they really like this guy. What I mean? Like, he seems like a really cool manager, someone that would be nice to work with, work for. And like, he really does give you that impression, at least to me. And but what I'm trying to emphasize here, like, if you steal from this store, they are gonna point you out on it. They're not playing. So, in the midst of this shouting match, the guy, he decides to finally leave the store. He's like, "Man, I leave this effing store, whatever, man. This store ain't even all that anyway." This guy pushes a whole counter down as he's leaving the store. Now, what I noticed when he pushes this counter down, people got really, really afraid, really, really scared. Now, me, I've seen stuff like this before, so this doesn't really scare me, of course. But people getting really afraid. There's an older guy there that every time I see him, I hit him with a pound. Every time I get it's like mandatory. This is what we do. It's our thing. This guy is 65 going on 82. He leaves the counter. And goes out after the guy. Now, mind you, it was dark. This dude's 6'4", and he's got the two girls with him. It could be a 3-on-1 situation. And as he's leaving, the manager, she's like, "John, come back here, John." Like, he's going like he's getting ready to go fight the guy. So I said, you know what? I gotta go after this guy. I gotta go at least get John, because John. He cannot win this fight. He cannot. I don't even think John could take a hit. Now, maybe back in John's day when he was younger, he might have made a tussle with the guy. But this is not. Now this is not something I really had to do. But it just felt like the good Samaritan thing to do. So I go outside. This guy, like, he's ready to hit John. I step in and I push John back. I push John back, and then this guy, the first thing he said, the first thing he does, he starts to reach for his pocket. I said, "Oh man, this dude's got a knife." So I start squaring up. I'm like, this is a big guy now. I start squaring. I said, "Oh man, I did not anticipate this when I came to the store today, man. I wanted a bag of Cheetos, man. That's all I wanted." But this guy, he's going for a knife, so. He said, "Oh, I'm not going to attack you." So he said, "Hold on, so I'm not going to attack you." He said, "Hey, man, you don't got to stand up for these people, man. This is not right what they did, man. F this store, man, this, and that." So he's just upset now. Now, I know this type of behavior because I've seen this my whole life. So he's just upset. So I calm him down. I said, "Listen, man, you got to go because they're probably going to call the cops." Deep down somewhere, he's probably a good guy. Probably didn't have a lot of money, so he stole something. I don't know. I know plenty of people, not plenty of people, I know a few people that are like this. Good souls. They just don't. They just broke and they just wanted. They probably just wanted a drink, man. They took a drink, But yeah, that situation got way more intense than what it really sounded, man. Good grief, man. I mean, they had to clean up that stuff on the counter. I know that sucked. But, shout out to the Rite Aid workers that live around my way, man. They're really nice people, man. I speak to them all the time. And we have some decent conversations every now and then. So I know y'all probably think like, LP, man, you didn't really have to go out there and do that. But I did not want this guy to pulverize John. Like I say, he's 65 going to 82. He's not young anymore. But man, that was that was a little crazy. That was a little bit crazy, man. I got more stories for you guys to come, man. I might hit you guys with a story tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see how the video is. We're dipping into some of my older videos that I didn't get to show you guys, and this is one of them right here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. It's pretty good game, pretty close game, pretty nice sound game. You know what I mean?